All right, get ready, because today we're taking a deep dive into the world of Bad Bunny.
Yeah, are you ready to go beyond the hits?
Beyond the hits.
To see what makes this global superstar tick.
Exactly. We're talking global domination.
Genre-bending music.
A whole lot of rule breaking.
Exactly. Bad Bunny's story is fascinating.
It really is.
You know, it's not just about catchy tunes.
Yeah.
It's about, like, challenging conventions and pushing boundaries.
Absolute.
We've got excerpts from his biography that paint a pretty vivid picture of his rise to stardom.
Okay, so let's set the scene.
All right.
We all know him as Bad Bunny.
Right.
But he started life as Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, born in 1994 in Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now this is where it gets interesting.
Okay.
This global superstar.
Yep.
The first artist to top Spotify's year-end list with non-English music 3 years running.
Wow.
Started out bagging groceries.
Yeah, talk about a career trajectory.
You don't see every day.
It's almost unheard of.
Especially
in a genre like reggaeton, which is often associated with, you know, a very specific image and background.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny's success flips that script entirely.
Completely.
He's shown that talent and authenticity can transcend those expectations.
Totally.
And resonate with a global audience.
And that authenticity is rooted in his diverse musical influences.
Oh, absolutely.
We're talking everything from salsa, meringue, to those classic ballads he grew up listening to.
Yes.
And then branching out to English language trap and hip-hop as a teenager.
Yeah.
That's been pretty wide range.
Absolutely. You can hear that diverse musical palette woven into his work, giving him this unique sound.
Totally.
That sets him apart from the more traditional reggaeton artists. It's like he's taken all these different influences and created something entirely new and exciting.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like he's building bridges between genres and cultures. Speaking of building bridges, did you hear about him serenading his neighbors from his balcony?
Oh, yeah.
Singing Hector Lavoe songs?
That's a great anecdote.
Talk about a throwback.
And it's significant because Hector Lavoe isn't just some random salsa singer.
Right.
He's an icon, a legend.
Yeah.
Especially for Puerto Rican musicians.
Right.
His music is...
Yeah.
Bad Bunny starts putting his music out there on SoundCloud.
Okay.
And it catches the ear of DJ Luaman, who signs him to his label, Hear This Music.
Exactly.
Bad Bunny's rise is a testament to that shift in power.
I think so.
He was able to build a following organically, connecting with fans directly through his music.
Right.
And it wasn't just luck.
No.
His talent was undeniable.
And that talent exploded onto the scene in 2016 with Soy Pior, which put him on the map in a big way.
Yeah.
But then come the collaborations.
Right.
That really launched him into the stratosphere.
Yeah.
We're talking I Like It with Cardi B.
Huge hit.
Hitting #1 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Wow.
And then the Mia with Drake.
These weren't just hits.
No.
They were like cultural earthquakes.
They were huge.
Those collaborations were game changers.
Right.
Not just for Bad Bunny's career, but for Latin trap music as a whole.
Yeah.
Here you have this Latin trap artist collaborating with some of the biggest names in mainstream music.
Right.
And the world took notice.
Exactly.
It helped to break down barriers.
Totally.
And expose a global audience.
Right.
To a genre that was previously outside their radar.
And it all leads to this incredible moment in 2020.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl halftime show with Shakira.
Talk about a full circle moment.
That balcony in Vega Baja to the biggest stage in the world. It's mind-blowing.
That Super Bowl performance wasn't just about entertainment.
Yeah.
It was a symbolic moment for Latinx representation on a global scale.
For sure.
It solidified Bad Bunny's status as a cultural icon.
Right.
And showed the world the power and reach of Latin music.
Absolutely.
But even before that, he was already making waves with his bold artistic choices.
Yeah.
Take his 2020 album YHLQ MDLG, for example.
What a title.
What a title.
I have to admit that title had me scratching my head at first.
Right.
I knew it was an acronym.
Yeah.
But I had no idea what it meant.
Right.
Fill us in.
It stands for Yo hago lo que me da la gana, which translates to I do whatever I want.
Okay.
And that statement right there embodies his entire approach to music and life.
Yeah.
He's not playing by anyone's rules.
Right.
He's making music on his own terms.
Yeah, right.
Pushing boundaries and embracing his individuality.
Okay.
And the world has responded with open arms.
And that I do what I want attitude isn't limited to his music.
Absolutely not.
His fashion choices are turning heads
Yes,
and challenging norms left and right.
that's right.
I mean, we're talking pink,
Right.
florals, short shorts,
Yes.
painted nails.
Yes.
He even embraces drag in his Yo Perio Sola music video.
Exactly.
Bold.
He's challenging traditional masculinity,
Right.
especially within a genre that's often associated with a hyper-masculine image.
Yeah.
He's not just wearing clothes.
Right.
He's making a statement about self-expression
Right.
and challenging gender stereotypes,
Okay.
particularly within the Latinx community.
Yeah.
And it's sparking important conversations
For sure.
about gender identity and representation.
And as if music and fashion weren't enough,
Yeah.
he decides to jump into the world of wrestling.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I mean, the guy was a lifelong WWE fan,
Right.
but he actually got in the ring
They did.
and held his own.
It's a testament to his I do what I want philosophy.
That's dedication.
It's also a testament to his ability to connect with audiences
Right.
in completely different arenas.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, it's just plain fun to watch.
Totally.
Who doesn't love seeing Bad Bunny throw down in the ring?
Seriously.
Yeah.
And let's not forget his activism,
Oh, absolutely.
particularly for LGBTQ plus rights.
Yeah.
That statement he made on The Tonight Show in 2020 about the murder of Alexa Negron Luciano in Puerto Rico
Yeah,
was incredibly powerful.
it was.
Yeah. And moving.
That moment was a turning point.
Yeah.
He didn't shy away from addressing a difficult and often taboo subject,
Right.
especially within Latinx culture.
Yeah.
He challenged transphobia head on, and he did it on a global stage.
Right.
It was a powerful reminder
Yeah.
that artists can use their voices to advocate for social justice and make a real difference in the world.
And his activism extends beyond LGBTQ plus issues.
Of course.
He's spoken out against racism,
Yeah,
police brutality, and corruption in Puerto Rico.
right.
He's not afraid to use his platform to fight for what he believes in and amplify the voices of those who are often marginalized.
Exactly. He's a powerful voice for change.
Yeah.
And he's inspiring a new generation of activists and artists.
This is.
But let's shift gears for a moment
Okay.
and talk about his artistic evolution.
Okay. Yeah.
We've touched on his early influences
Right.
and breakthrough hits,
Uh-huh.
but it's his albums that really showcase his growth as a musician and his willingness to take risks.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're right. It's like each album is a chapter in this ongoing story he's telling.
Yeah.
And it's a story that's constantly evolving.
Yeah.
Surprising us with unexpected twists and turns.
Yeah.
Take his 2020 album YHLQMDLG, for example.
Yeah.
It was a huge commercial success,
Yeah.
but it also felt like a real turning point
Uh-huh.
in terms of his sound and his confidence as an artist.
Absolutely. YHLQMDLG was a love letter to the Marquesinas,
Okay.
those legendary underground garage parties in Puerto Rico where he
Alright.
honed his musical style.
Cool.
Imagine a mix of reggaeton, trap, and Latin pop,
Yeah.
all infused with this raw energy and infectious joy.
I love it.
It was a celebration of his roots,
Yeah.
but it also felt like a statement of intent. He was claiming his space, his voice, and his unique style.
And speaking of unique style, that album cover,
Oh, yeah.
it was like a visual representation of his I do what I want philosophy.
Yes.
Bold, colorful, and totally unexpected.
Right.
It's like he was saying, I'm not playing by your rules. I'm going to create my own world.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
that world expanded even further with his surprise compilation album, Las que no iban a salir, just a few months later.
Oh, wow. 3 albums in 1 year.
He was a collection of unreleased tracks and unfinished ideas,
Oh, cool.
almost like a behind-the-scenes look at his creative process.
It was like a gift to his fans during the pandemic.
Yeah,
A way to say, hey, we're all in this together. Let's share some music and good vibes.
totally.
It was a brilliant move
It was.
and a testament to his connection with his audience.
He understands the power of community
Yeah.
and how music can bring people together,
For sure. But then, just when we thought we had him figured out,
right?
he drops El Último Tour del Mundo, his 3rd studio album in just 1 year.
That's right.
And this one took a darker, more introspective turn.
Yeah.
It was like he was exploring new territory, both musically and emotionally.
It was.
I remember being surprised by that album.
Yeah.
It's still undeniably Bad Bunny. But there was a new depth and maturity to the sound.
Absolutely.
He leaned into alternative rock influences,
Yeah.
creating this moody, atmospheric vibe that was a departure from his previous work.
Right.
It was a risk, but it paid off,
It did.
showcasing his versatility and his willingness to push the boundaries of what a Latin trap artist could be.
It was a bold move, and it cemented his status as a true innovator.
Right.
He wasn't content to rest on his laurels or stick to a formula.
Yeah.
He was constantly evolving, experimenting, and challenging expectations.
For sure.
And that's what makes him so fascinating.
Totally.
You never know what he's going to do next.
And he kept us guessing with his next album, Un Verano Sin Ti, in 2022.
Right, pure summer vibes.
A celebration of Caribbean music,
Next.
blending reggaeton with merengue bomba and even bossa nova.
It was like a musical vacation,
I love that.
transporting us to a world of sun-drenched beaches and carefree nights.
Un Verano Sin Ti was a critical... It was darker, more introspective, but still incredibly catchy and compelling.
Yes,
And the collaborations on this album were incredible.
they were.
Young Miko Mora, Bryant Myers.
Wow.
He brought together this amazing mix of established stars and up-and-coming talent.
He's always been a champion of collaboration,
It seems like it.
using his platform to shine a light on other artists.
Right.
It's part of what makes him so unique. He's not just building his own career.
Right.
He's helping to elevate the entire Latin music scene.
And then, just a few months later, he drops another album.
I know.
Like, seriously, does this guy ever sleep?
Apparently not. His sixth studio album, Debutir Mas Photos, came out in January of 2025.
Wow.
And this one took everyone by surprise.
What did you do?
He went full salsa on this one.
Oh, wow.
It was like stepping back in time to the golden age of Cuban salsa.
It was a bold move, and it divided some fans.
Yeah.
Some loved the nostalgic vibes, while others missed the trap and reggaeton sounds he's known for.
Right.
But that's Bad Bunny for you.
Exactly.
He's always pushing boundaries and experimenting with new sounds.
Uh-huh.
He's not afraid to take risks and challenge expectations, and that's what makes him such a compelling artist.
He's a true innovator, and he's not afraid to embrace his heritage and explore different musical genres.
Yeah.
He's constantly evolving, and that's what keeps his music fresh and exciting.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. From his early influences and breakthrough hits,
Yes.
to his genre-bending albums and his willingness to break the mold.
Right.
But there's one aspect of his career we haven't touched on yet,
Okay, what's that?
his activism.
That's right. Bad Bunny isn't just a musician.
Right.
He's a cultural force who uses his platform to advocate for social justice and challenge the status quo.
We've already mentioned his powerful statement on The Tonight Show about the murder of Alexa Negron Luciano.
Right.
But his activism goes far beyond that one moment.
It does.
He's been a vocal supporter of LGBTQ plus rights, using his music videos and performances to challenge gender norms and celebrate diversity.
That's right.
He's also spoken out against racism, police brutality, and corruption in Puerto Rico.
He has.
He's not afraid to use his voice to fight for what he believes in and amplify the voices of those who are often marginalized.
Yeah, he's a true role model for young people,
I think so.
demonstrating that it's possible to be both successful and socially conscious.
It's inspiring to see an artist use their platform to make a difference. It is. But speaking of platforms,
Yeah.
let's talk about his foray into the world of wrestling.
Yes.
It wasn't just a publicity stunt.
Right.
He genuinely loves the sport
He does.
and has even stepped into the ring for some high-profile matches.
Oh, yeah.
His passion for wrestling is undeniable.
It is. He grew up watching it.
Right.
And he brings that same energy and showmanship to his musical performances.
Yeah.
His WrestleMania debut a couple of years ago was a huge success.
It was.
And he even hosted Backlash.
Right.
He's a natural in the ring,
Yeah.
and he clearly enjoys pushing himself outside of his comfort zone.
He definitely is not afraid to try new things.
No.
And he seems to excel at whatever he puts his mind to.
He does.
But amidst all this success,
Yeah,
he announced a break from music in 2023.
he did.
Do you think he'll ever step away from music completely?
It's hard to say. He's expressed interest in acting.
Okay.
And of course, there's always the possibility of a full-time return to wrestling. He's also talked about wanting to focus on his personal life
Yeah.
and spend more time with family and friends. He's achieved so much in such a short time.
Yes.
It's understandable that he might need a break to recharge and figure out his next move.
It's refreshing to see someone so successful prioritize their well-being.
I agree.
So what does all of this tell us about Bad Bunny?
Well,
We've talked about his music,
yes.
his fashion, his activism,
Mm-hmm.
his wrestling career.
Yeah.
It's like he's a force of nature,
He is.
constantly evolving and defying categorization.
He's more than just a musician.
Right.
He's a cultural icon, a symbol of change,
Yeah.
and a voice for a generation.
Right.
He's broken down barriers in the music industry,
Yes.
challenged gender norms, and used his platform to advocate for social justice.
For sure.
And he's done it all while staying true to himself and his roots.
It's inspiring to see someone embrace their individuality
Yeah,
and use their success to uplift others.
it is.
He's not afraid to be vulnerable, well, to show his emotions,
Yeah.
and to use his art to connect with people on a deeper level.
He's a reminder that authenticity is powerful.
Yeah.
He's not trying to fit into any mold.
Right.
He's creating his own path, and he's inspiring millions of people along the way.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of Bad Bunny,
Okay.
I have one final question for you.
All right.
What do you think his legacy will be?
His legacy will be one of innovation,
Okay.
authenticity,
Right.
and social impact.
Yeah.
He's changed the face of Latin music,
Uh-huh.
challenged the status quo,
Right.
and inspired a generation to embrace their individuality.
Right.
He's shown the world that it's possible to be successful without compromising your values.
Yeah.
And that's a powerful message that will continue to resonate for years to come.
Well said.
Thank you.
And there you have it, folks.
Our deep dive into the extraordinary career of Bad Bunny.
We hope you enjoyed the journey.
Until next time.
Keep exploring, keep questioning.
And keep breaking those boundaries.